Star Wars is now 40 years old.
Welcome to Fat Man Batman. I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Mark Bernard.
Okay, so Star Trek Discovery is happening whether you want it to or not.
What is the sonic power Black Canary uses called in the comic book?
Canary cry?
Correct!
This episode of the Quit Stalling Geekcast is brought to you by our friends at Jinx.com. If you want 10% off of all your gamer and geek swag, use the promo code QuitStalling_366 at checkout. Do you want some fresh SDCC swag? Well, this is not the website to get it from. If you want gamer and geek stuff, whether it's Minecraft, whether the Warcraft Jaina short got you hyped up, if you want some StarCraft shirts, if you want anything, most things gaming related, head on over to Jinx.com. Use the promo code QuitStalling_366 at checkout. The bed music died, and use our promo code QuitStalling_366 at checkout and get 10% off of everything there on Jinx.com. Whether it's a tiny Minecraft figure, whether it's a large Minecraft figure, some Tracer tights. Use the promo code QuitStalling_366 when you check out, and you'll get 10% off of everything. Just everything. Every little thing. All right, welcome everyone. We're about an hour late, but it doesn't matter because Derek is here safe. And we'll get to him in just a second. It's about me right now. I'm your host, Harold Sylvester. Yes, that is my real name. It's not a screen name. It was the name given to me by my father because he got to choose. And you're watching the Quit Stalling Geekcast, the weekly show that never gets to go to San Diego Comic-Con, whether we want to or not. Sadly. But we got to watch all the coverage from home. And with me today, I've got a couple of geeks. I got two of the brightest, most dedicated, hardworking geeks in all the geek industry. Let's get to them, shall we? Making his 30 I think it's a 30 second. I don't know. I should really count this. I should really count this from now on. No relation to Zoe. It's Choey Saldana. How you doing, Wancho?
What's up? I don't blame you for not knowing. I like that you called us the hardest working geeks, but I literally just came from a super long break from the show. So thanks for that.
I got you.
Yeah, man. But hey, I know that at least I've been on the show for a year now.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy. We just passed the anniversary, and I love it that I guess my anniversary show is this episode 69. So that was great. I wish I hit 70, but 69 is good too.
69 is the next best thing. All right, and with me and Wancho, we've got a man all the way from the far west. He's Asian, Irish, and American at the same time. The wisest of the wise, the gamerest of the gamers. It's Derek O'Brien!
No chair swivel?
I almost gonna do a chair swivel, but I'm scared I was gonna break something because it's a little new setup.
Okay.
It's a little different.
You have a bunch of new toys?
Yeah. If I accidentally hit something, it might break and then ruin everything I worked for. You know what I mean?
Changing it up. He's changing it up.
Yes, I'm here. Well, I'm happy to be here. I was speeding to get here because I care, and I was excited to talk today. I need this. Man. It's a draggy Monday, so I'm excited to be on the show now.
Dude, this is a support group right now for everyone who missed SDCC, basically.
Oh my god! And there was too much that happened.
I was just seeing just little clips, and I was just like, oh my god, I want to be there.
There's so much, right? And every year the cosplay just keeps getting better and better. It's nuts.
Don't you mean sexier and sexier? I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I saw one Deadpool dude, and he just looked so fine.
Yeah. I know, man. I was like, I saw this Hugh Jackman lookalike, and I was like, oh man. You.
I don't know. Like, I'm like not excited for cosplay stuff because
Really?
I recently worked for a convention and they put me in cosplay weapons check, so I literally had to look at hundreds of cosplays and like check if they had weapons and then tag them. You know, it was like such a hassle. It was like, and I did that for like hours, dude. I mean,
It's tag them like they're not dangerous. Like
yeah, like if the sword can't be real, and
obviously.
There's literally one person brought in airsoft gun, and I told him you can't bring that in. You have to leave it in your car. Yeah. There was one lady, she had a bow, and I had to tag her bow, and then she got really pissed at me, and she went, "Oh, this is so stupid. I want to talk to your managers." All that. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm just volunteering."
No, because like it's all because of that one dude at Phoenix Comic Con who attacked Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger. Like it's all because of that one
No way.
Dude. Yeah, it happened last year. I think it was like either right before Wancho came on the show or during. Like a dude attacked the Green Ranger at I think it was Phoenix Comic Con with a real weapon, and since then all the cons have had to do checks to not allow people to bring in real weapons. This is why we can't have nice things.
He like legit attacked him?
Yeah, dude. JDF had to take him down.
That
he
is
chose the wrong ranger to mess with just because he actually knows how to fight.
I know. You'll hear it all of a sudden.
Literally the wrong ranger. She picked any other ranger, probably you'd be fine.
You go for the kid you best not
miss.
miss.
You start singing. Dun, dun, dun.
What's up, Kevin the Ninja?
Oh yeah, Kevin the Ninja in the chat. Hey Kevin the Ninja, thanks for joining us on the Geekcast today. Oh guys, we got so much to talk about, but before we do that, you know, we know the fans want to find out what you guys have been up to. So let's go through that real quick because there's so much SDCC stuff we got to go through. So let's start with Derek, man. What have you been up to?
So as usual, I've just been streaming. I got a new setup this weekend. I was streaming on a Mac, so that was fantastic. And I lied, it was horrible. So my stream was horrible. My feed was pixelated. I'd make some clips, which are okay, but there were some that was really bothering me. I'm really OC too with that stuff, so I was like, I can't do this. So I got paid on Friday, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go PC shopping with the help of my friend, and you guys know him too, Eric C. We chatted a lot, and I was like, dude, I don't know anything. I'm a noob. I don't know nothing about computers. I was gonna build my computer, but I said, you know what? I have the worst steady hands. I am not doing this. I'm gonna probably break something. So I went for a pre-built. I went over to Best Buy, and I just kind of watched. I looked around, and I saw this nice PC that I was kind of browsing it online, and they said they had it in stock, so I went to go ahead and bought it. And now my stream runs like 720, which is like not great, but it's good enough, for me, and it's smooth. And I don't got any problems now with doing other stuff, so I'm excited. And I got a new cam. You can see my pores now.
It really is clearer now, like much clearer.
Yeah, you can see this is my cam girl post. Don't think my Fortnite is a regular. It's a cam girl stream. Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, other than that, that's me. Yeah.
Yeah, congrats on the new rig. That's a huge game changer for you.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I mean, my wallet's not that excited, but it's fun.
All right, let's head on over to the man making a boatload of cash and should buy a new webcam. Watch it, man. What have you been up to?
Hell yeah.
What's up? Hey, nothing new, really. Just have work now, so I'm doing that. And yes, I will buy a webcam.
I have work now.
Derek looks so beautiful. Like he's so magnificent right now.
Thanks,
I'm
honey.
so jealous. I'm so jealous. I need that crystal clear quality. But yeah, actually, I've been over the weekend. I've done a lot. I've been hanging out with people I've actually met, going to conventions. We played Time Stories, Derek. I made them play.
Oh, that's awesome! That's so awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah, we played Time. I went to an escape room too with them. I watched Ant-Man finally over the week. And
oh yes! Nice.
Yeah. And I bought Octopath Traveler for the Switch, and I'm loving it right now. Like it's just so much fun.
That's awesome.
My Switch.
So all that plus work, and it's a pretty good week.
That's awesome, man.
All work and then making it rain at GameStop. You know, just this guy right here. This guy right here.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Except
even
not making it rain on a webcam, though. I need that crystal quality.
Hey, if you know what? If you guys were, I'm so sorry. I will buy a webcam. If you guys were here, I would have treated you guys dinner or something free.
Oh man,
that's awesome. Derek, how can we expect him to spend on a webcam when he couldn't even spend time with me when he came over here?
Oh damn!
Time and money are different, man. Like time with my kid is
that's
true. So
that's
you know what, Marshall, they say time is money, so why don't we just spend it together? You know?
Oh, that's
come
sweet.
over. Let's go, man. Let's hang out.
Harold, don't feel too bad. The entirety that he was near me, we hung out twice, maybe. No, 3 times. It was 3 times. I lied.
No, we hung out a lot, dude. And I was there for like a week too.
That's true. I forgot.
One time was like 7 days.
Sometimes I'd come over just to watch a movie, which is hella fun.
That was fun.
I literally came over to play board games at one time. You know?
Yeah, I still have the time stories here that we didn't ever finish.
We didn't finish it yet. We should.
Yeah, I know. We need to. That'll be fun.
All right.
Anyway, sorry about this. Harold, what have you been up to, man? I know you.
Yeah.
Do you have like that crazy news yet about the job?
Yes.
I've been curious about that.
Oh, Kevin the Ninja is now following us on Twitch. Thanks, Kevin the Ninja. So.
Thanks, man.
Before we get to the news, before we get to me, actually, I totally forgot that I have stuff to share, and I was gonna go straight to the news.
Yeah, you gotta tell us about it yourself too, man.
That's how I got used to it on GameBite. No one ever asks me how I'm doing.
Damn.
I'm kidding. They're all right. They're okay. Those GameBite folks. They're all right. All right. So. I too recently got a small side gig doing some stuff for TV, like the local TV channel TV5's gaming arm. It's called GG Network. So they're gonna pick me as one of their part-time event talents. So I get to go to like conventions here for them and do coverage, and then I'll sneak in a couple of Quit Stalling videos while I'm there. And then, yeah, it's pretty cool, you know. And then at the same time, I'm applying to do a producer job there as well. So fingers crossed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's not as interesting as chemical engineering, but you know, I get to talk to some people here and there.
Dude, your job is gonna be about attending conventions and talking about video games. Guy, are you like the most interesting person? For real, that's
true. That is true. He has a point.
So Kevin the Ninja just subscribed to us.
Oh, no way!
Nice sub, man.
He's actually a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine from Portland, so I just now have to give him a shout out.
Now I gotta do my cam girl titty dance.
We just lost the sub.
I have to make a shout out now because our group in Portland is the Moist Boys, so I have to say hi to the Moist Boys.
Moist.
Yeah, thanks for subbing, man. I'm just glad you tuned in.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
We appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. We never get subs during the Geekcast, so this is great. Now we can split that 3 ways.
That's so awesome, dude. I'm happy.
Now will you give me my own email, buddy?
You get $1.
Oh, no, here we go.
You get $1.
Now he can buy a webcam.
Now you can buy a webcam.
He has just enough now.
No, I have to start a Kickstarter campaign first before I buy a webcam.
Jeez. Okay. We gotta calm ourselves down, guys, because it's time for the news. Wait, let me take out the bed music. The news. What happened? There.
Oh, yes. I see. Good news, everyone.
And the news is brought to us by GameBite. Yes, GameBite. Every 9:30 p.m. on Wednesdays, me, Diego, and Mick usually talk about video games with a guest, sometimes just by ourselves. The gaming news and views. Yes, we found out that Jane actually looks like Bubba Ray Dudley, Jane from Overwatch fame. So tune into that. GameBite, 9:30 p.m. Philippine Standard Times on Wednesdays. I think it's about 5:30 a.m. in California. So check that out, guys. GameBite, Wednesdays. Good stuff. It's good stuff. All right, so we got a lot of news to talk about today, guys, and it's pretty much all SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con 2018 related. But before we get to that, I do want to acknowledge that Comcast finally gave up on trying to undercut Disney to buy out Fox. And Disney is
That's
pretty much
awesome.
uncontested now in its bid to get 21st Century Fox. So for all of us selfish geeks, we're getting X-Men and Fantastic Four coming home. Deadpool's coming home. Yeah, unlike the World Cup for England, the X-Men are coming home. So good stuff, and it's been a long time coming. We've had news about this since earlier this year, and I just wanted to brush up on that because there was some uncertainty, and I did want to say real quick, guys, that the more this becomes a reality, the more slowly people are becoming more alarmist towards the fact that Disney's taking over like 41% of the movie and media industry, the entertainment industry. And I wasn't concerned about it as much before, but now, like, as people are getting more and more scared, it's starting to concern me. So I wanted to get your quick takes on it. Like, do you guys think it'll be that bad? We're not experts by any means, but
you just have to accept that Disney are Disney overlords by now. You just gotta accept it. The minute you accept that they control everything, the happier you'd be. So don't fight it.
Oh my god!
I agree. I mean, it's not like it's Disney, man. Like who? I mean, some people might not like Disney, but come on, Disney's awesome. Like who doesn't like Disneyland?
They haven't done it that wrong yet, right? Like
right? No, exactly. I mean, they have some questionable things, but it's not like horrible.
Exactly, like old school casual racism
we have to
aside.
talk about. Dude, something we have to talk about that it's not on the nose, that's not at the SDCC, is one thing I don't like about Disney is that they just fired that guy.
James Gunn. It's at the very bottom. It's at the very end. We're gonna end with that.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
That's cool. We're gonna end with that because it's kind of heavy, and I don't know if we get. We'll see how we feel after all the SDCC news, and then let's see if we want to tackle it. Because otherwise, we'll spend a whole show talking about it.
Yeah, I know. Like
right.
So we'll see how we feel at the end, and we'll get to it. But yeah, like Disney's gonna take over, guys, and we just have to we just have to slowly adjust our lives so that by the time the House of Mouse is fully in control of the entire world and starts warring with Elon Musk for control, then then we'll be better off.
Yeah, dude, you have to start being good like right now because Disney does not forget.
I know.
All those dirty tweets you gotta delete them. Like the mouse does not forget, man. You gotta be good now.
Jeez.
No,
He's watching.
Disney don't forget.
He's watching.
People don't forget.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see where we end up in a couple of years. All right. So let's get to this. Let's get to our last bit of one of our last bits of non-SDCC news, which is Stranger Things season 3 gets a very short mall commercial for the new Hawkins Mall, which I guess will play a part in Stranger Things season 3, and it's called Starcourt, right? Starcourt Mall, and I'm pretty sure if this isn't where most of the darkness of the Upside Down happens in the next season, this was just a waste of time.
No, dude, man, it's like the Philippine version. Studying, ta-da, Starcourt.
Dude, you don't understand. In 80s movies, like the people who own the mall are always the most evil people, right?
Oh, that's
true.
No. In 80s movies, they're always like, oh no, they're gonna tear down our playground to put up a mall. We gotta
do something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
80s, that's so 80s. So the fact that this trailer involved the mall, I'm so hyped for that.
That's very.
I'm excited. I love the series, dude. This series is awesome. I feel bad for people who haven't watched it yet. My father hasn't watched it. I'm trying to convince him to watch it, and it's such a great series, dude. I love it.
It's so good. And I do want to make a quick comment before we move on. This mall, Starcourt Mall, look it's set in the 80s, but it looks so much better than any of the malls we have in the Philippines right
Oh,
now.
dude, yeah.
Dude, malls in America don't look that nice. Like for
They don't. They really don't. Dude, I feel like, yeah, I think it's part of the plan. They want you to get in and get your crap and get out, dude. They look horrible.
Like, I've had family who'd go home to the Philippines and they go to Greenbelt for the first time and they're like taking pictures and everything because Greenbelt is beautiful.
No
no,
way.
it is, yeah. It definitely is.
Wow, that's
Even
that's
Aura,
interesting.
for that matter, dude. Aura is, like, beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Our mall is, oh, yeah. Dude, even our, like, big mall where all the shopping center, or, like, where all the big, like, brand name shops are, dude, it's not even that. I don't want to stay there. I just want to get my stuff and leave. Like, it's really, I think it's the truth.
And people wonder why Amazon and online retailers are making so much bank.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so in other news, in our last bit of this was also kind of bleeds into SDCC. We talked about the Netflix Godzilla last week, and how we thought it was going to be the new Godzilla, the live action one. Turns out we got a taste of that this week as well. Starring Millie Bobby Brown in a fresh new cast, Godzilla King of the Monsters dropped the trailer on us right before. And
I'm excited for this, dude.
SDCC. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good.
It looks really, really good.
I mean,
But for some reason, when I see Millie, I just think like she's gonna have a nosebleed and freak out. And
That's actually my one gripe with the trailer was they too overemphasized the roles of the characters in the Godzilla films to their TV counterparts in the trailer itself. You know, it's you know how Millie does the face where she's looking at the smoke or whatever, and she goes like, she has that face, you know, she does the Stranger Things face, and then she says the word monster, which is
Even the part where she was screaming, that reminded me of the Stranger Things.
And then Tywin Lannister is in the trailer too. He says the word. He says the words, "All hail the king," which is something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they're like trying to subconsciously make you relate it to their TV counterpart characters, so you subconsciously love the trailer, which totally worked for me. But that's so shady. That's like CIA level of trying to.
The Mothra looks so beautiful. Like, I just have to say,
dude.
Oh my god!
All the monsters look really cool, dude.
I can't wait, man. But my only worry is, I'm wondering how they're going to be able to cram. I mean, I don't know if they're going to do a backstory on all of them. They probably won't. They're probably just going to have them fight.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I hope it's just like, I don't want it to be like one of those movies where it takes like the first hour to like get to the fight. They should just like kind of get it going and then let it happen. Like, I hate movies that kind of drag out. You know, like when you just you're there to watch the monsters fight. Let's be honest.
Exactly. Which
like,
was
I'm not gonna go there
with the first Godzilla movie, right? Like, it was all humans. When we got like 2 minutes of Godzilla in total.
Exactly. If I watch it again, I would just fast forward to the Godzilla part. Like,
my biggest gripe was freaking Walter White just died right away. Oh, spoiler warning. My bad. God dang it.
Yeah.
But that was my biggest gripe. You know how he's
Holy spoiler alert!
I'm telling you, they fooled me in that trailer too. Because in the trailer for the first Godzilla, Walter White was in all of them. Like, he was like, he was such a big deal. And then they just kill him. He's not actually a big deal. So
it's true.
I feel like this is what's gonna happen in this trailer now too.
Okay,
Millie Brown is just gonna die.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm more curious. The title is Godzilla King of Monsters, so are they trying? Like, and I know, dude, my dad was like a huge fan, so I always watched it growing up, like the old ones, like where the old guy gets in the puppet suit and like, or like the costume, and it just looked like cringy. I started watching,
and then like when Mothra dies, like all the sparks fall down, and then there's like a face of a lady or something, like the ghost lady, smiling.
So right. Oh my god. But yeah, like that's what I'm wondering, because growing up watching, you always felt like they're all kind of equal. Like, they have their moments. Like, someone will beat him one time, the other one will beat him another time. But I feel like this title is just trying to say like Godzilla's like the king, which is kind of cool, interesting take on it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited to watch it.
And it looks beautiful. Like we
Oh, it
said,
does.
hopefully it has way more monster action. It is quite reminiscent of the Netflix show because we're getting sort of like an apocalyptic event where all the monsters are showing up. So
No, right.
like it'd be interesting to see where they take this.
Well, see, the thing is too, like, there were talks, and I'm not sure if it's confirmed. I haven't done like enough research on this. Me and Eric, I talked to Watch about this too a couple times. That they actually remade King Kong. A lot of people are saying because they want to do a Godzilla vs King Kong movie, and that could be the cutscene at the end. Is it confirmed already? See, that's what I'm not sure if it's confirmed yet.
Like,
So that'd be cool. Like at the end, you just see Kong walk into the battlefield or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Kong versus Mothra would be sick too. I gotta say.
I mean, wasn't there like the ending of King Kong, right? The ending of the King Kong movie set up the universe.
I'm pretty sure that's what they were intending.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Because they were like, he's not the only one. You have these and right? Was that the right? No, or was that the first Godzilla? I can't remember now.
That was King Kong. I think.
Okay, that's what I thought. Where they like the girl's like showing him. Yeah, that's right. Because I call him Brennan. No, not Brennan. I call him from Step Brothers. The guy. I love that guy, by the way. He's
I
hilarious.
have no idea what you're talking about.
The guy at Step Brothers. He's also in Godzilla. The funny guy.
Oh,
I can't remember.
What is his name?
Also, the Noah Corn star and
John C. Reilly.
Yeah. Yes. That's what I said. At the end, I remember him in that room, and they're like, "You guys, there were other monsters too." And obviously, there's Godzilla, King Ghidorah. You're like, "Oh my god!" But I'm so excited though. Like, just regardless, it's gonna be a great movie. And I need someone to confirm this. Okay, I've always thought this was the case growing up. I can't remember, but isn't it when Godzilla? You know how he has his flare, his flame, right? It's blue.
Yeah.
But I swear, once he gets like super pissed, it turns red.
Oh, I don't remember.
Like, and that's that's like the strongest version though. Like, and I swear it happened in the King Kong fight, but I can't remember. But I vaguely remember in my childhood.
Did you watch Shin Godzilla? Dude, Shin Godzilla is such a good movie.
Is it animated, right?
No, it's live action, but it's like, what if Godzilla attacked us like right now, like in the real world where we don't actually have a giant mecha Godzilla ready? Like, what would the government do? It's called Shin Godzilla. You should watch that. So, how it works there in Shin Godzilla was he had a flame breath, and then it's like it starts out as red, but then like once it starts heating up, the blue one comes out like a lighter or something. Like
that's what I'm saying. Either or. I just remember. Yeah.
So maybe that's what you're thinking of, something like that.
That might be.
Shin Godzilla is a great movie.
I gotta check that out now. Now I'm curious. Godzilla fever again.
Oh, yeah, you have a second screen, man. You can do it right now.
I know. I can watch it right here.
Oh man,
I actually haven't watched the Netflix one yet. I supposed to watch that as soon as it came out, but damn.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and more Godzilla is never a bad thing, right?
Oh yeah,
unless it's directed by Michael Bay or something.
Oh god. Okay, yeah, you just ruined it. Okay. All right, moving on. We got some Archer news during San Diego Comic-Con. For those of you who don't know, again, quick spoiler alert. Wait, let me play this.
Holy spoiler alert!
All right, quick spoiler alert. At the end of season 9, Archer, goes down in a fiery volcano, and next thing we know, we transition into space. So it's confirmed that Archer will be in space for season 10, and season 10 will be the last season of Archer.
Oh.
So, creator Adam Reed said, next season is similar in the fact that they're all kind of clustered together, but they're going to be cloistered together on a spaceship. So it's going to be set in that spaceship. It's going to be a bit of a bottle series, and Archer will be Space Captain Sterling Archer. And there will be a space bounty hunter named Barry 6. So that's going to be pretty cool. And
that sounds cool.
Let's see here. He does have an ending in mind that'll tie everything in since season 7 because Archer has been in a coma for a while. And everyone's excited to see where it goes. So, and there's no date on season 10 yet. But it will be called Archer 1999. So for them, the future is 1999.
That's right.
Yeah, I found that really cool. So,
That's awesome, though.
Are you guys fans of
that's
Archer?
cool.
Have you guys been keeping up with the Archer?
I haven't. I've always seen like funny clips of it though, and my dad watches it and he talks about it all the time. So
Dude,
I'm kinda up there.
I think you would
You would
love
love-
Archer.
You would love Archer.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, when my dad
100%.
talks about it, he's like, it's like, I think it's like me convincing my dad to watch Stranger Things is like him convincing me to watch Archer. It's like the same. So like,
Yeah,
I was
Like,
like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Your
He's like,
dad
yeah,
is telling
yeah.
you to watch Archer. Your
I
dad
know.
is?
It's sad. Yeah.
Derek,
And-
listen to your parents, man. They know best.
They know best.
Okay, I'm probably gonna have to take that. I'm probably gonna have to believe that and just do it this time.
All right, another news from San Diego Comic-Con. The Clone Wars has been saved, at least for one more season. We never got to see the actual resolution for the Clone Wars because the Disney takeover happened.
That's true.
And a lot of episodes were left unfinished because after the takeover, they were like, let's move on from the Clone Wars. Well, now that the Rebels have been rebelled, they have nothing else to do. Dave Filoni is out of a project, so they're like, why not bring back the Clone Wars? We never got to finish it anyway. So that's what they're doing. We're getting...
The trailer is awesome, by the way. I love it.
I know. We're getting Star Wars, hashtag CloneWarsSaved. And it looked... Yeah, you're right, Derek. It's so beautiful. They really upped their game with this one. It looks like an actual movie.
Oh yeah, I know. It's like you see it and you're like, oh my god, I already know where this is going.
I hope it's not like the actual movie. Did you watch that Clone Wars movie? Like when they were trying to introduce this to us, I'm like,
There was like a movie.
Wow, that's terrible.
Movie?
It was
Yeah.
like the first 3 episodes stitched together.
like the introduction of
Oh, you know
what's her
what?
name?
Ahsoka Tano.
I think you're right.
Ahsoka.
So-
Yeah,
you know,
it was bad.
the funny thing is, I thought this show was horrible. Like, I never watched it, and I need to give a shout out to Wancho because he was the one that got me into watching it, dude. Like, he's like, dude, are you kidding me? He literally YouTubed, spoiler alert, if anyone has not seen Clone Wars yet, but there's a fight scene with Darth Maul, his brother, and Darth Sidious. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god, why am I not watching this? Like, I thought the action was horrible, like, assuming, obviously, I never watched it. And then I'm seeing all this stuff, I'm like, what? Why have I not missed it? He goes, dude, yeah, it's canon, man, you need to watch it.
No,
I'm like,
it's-
I'm watching it.
It's
What,
really good.
the cool thing about it is it started as a kid show. So Ahsoka was
Right.
supposed to, it's supposed to be the person the kids look up, see themselves in, or something like that. But the good thing about how Dave Filoni acted, like he realized that his demographic was mostly older people.
Adults.
So so you see it adjust. Like first couple of episodes, it's so kiddie, like it's so Disney, But
Yeah.
then it adjusts and it becomes more serious, and you actually see Ahsoka grow up, and it's just great. It's good adjustment. That's why the movie was terrible, because
I think that's why
It felt like
that's
a-
why I didn't watch it at all, because I heard it was a kiddie. I'm like,
I
"Yeah, I'm
totally
not gonna
understand
do it."
that. I totally understand that. If you watch the movie and just like I don't want to watch this because of the movie, then
I
That's
think that's true,
understandable.
because I remember like hearing from you. I'm like, wait, there's a series? I thought it was just a movie. Like within like the 3 episodes. I'm like,
wait. So
no, dude.
you're telling me you haven't watched Rebels either?
No, I watched Rebels. Remember we talked about
Okay.
how
that's
I,
good.
I said I was very disappointed with that. Spoiler alert! With that time, the time thing they introduced. I hated that. But you told me about the wizards thing. I was like, okay, I can respect that. So
Oh, man. Yeah,
you know,
so
they're space wizards.
yeah,
So it's
yeah, exactly.
the next evolution of magic.
But then see, I wasn't that disappointed too, because like I'm pretty sure they made it seem like it was done, like the thing closed, right? So like I don't know. It's up in the air.
Honestly, we can't talk about that because that's like an entirely different, a really long discussion.
That's
if
a
we talk about
legit
Rebels.
show. Yeah, a legit show
And-
topic.
You should watch that one episode where me and Harold actually talked about it.
it was a
I
good
know.
one.
I'm curious.
It was a good one.
What number was that?
don't remember.
Oh, it's fairly recent. It was this year.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I'll
gonna
look
check it
for
out because
Yeah, I'll look for a link to you. All right, so we're burning through these, and we kind of have to.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle
do it.
is Donald Duck, and
What?
Dude, you have to watch that clip. You have to watch the clip right now. Play it on the other thing. No, you have to watch it
Oh,
like
man.
right now. It's
I have to hear this.
So it's absolutely hilarious. So turns out, spoiler alert again, one of the tech geniuses in DuckTales gives Donald something to suppress or fix his voice, and he goes from wah, 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 to Don Cheadle.
I have to hear this. I have to hear this. I have to hear this.
It's so weird.
Yeah. And
really, it's weird.
It's gonna happen for the DuckTales season finale. So ideally, it's not gonna be permanent because if you change Donald's voice, he's not Donald anymore.
Right.
And we talked about this in the pre-show, but I just really want to bring it up. How great it must be to work for Disney, right? Because like literally they just take people from somewhere, a different department, and go like, oh, they killed like half of the Avengers, so I'm pretty sure they're like some of them are out of work right now, so we're gonna put them into this DuckTales thing. But then I made a mistake on like he actually didn't die, so he actually has work to do. They should have gotten someone else. They should have gotten like freaking.
Yeah, I'm very curious of what it sounds like.
Dude, if Benedict Cumberbatch voiced Donald Duck, that would have been hilarious.
Wait, speaking of that, can we talk about how? Well, we can do it later, but I was more shocked that in the Grinch trailer that he was the voice actor.
Oh yeah,
Like-
yeah.
I was like, it says Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch. I go, what? I'm like, dude, this guy can just do it all, dude. Like, Ben-Hur Dick Cumberhatch. I don't know whatever.
Yeah, Bumber Snatch Cumberbun.
Bumper Snatch Cumberbun. There you go. But yeah, dude, I was.
Bumble.
I want to hear this.
Patch.
Yeah. I was down. That's so crazy with Donald Cheadle, dude. You know what I think of Donald Duck? All I think about is Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
Just,
Imagine if he's just
that's
like,
it.
hey, Sora, quit it.
It's like, God dang it, Donald, use Kiraga, stop using Thunder Gun. Heal me. That's like the ultimate struggle that every Kingdom Hearts player went through.
I didn't have that struggle because you could actually configure that so that they'd actually use Kiraga.
No, but like I swear you would, but he still wouldn't do it because he just or whatever he said. God, that was just like
Donald is a great healer to me. I don't know. I never had to complain.
Oh man.
I hate him in the game, but I love him too.
So in other news, sorry guys, I gotta burn through these.
I know.
We got a teaser video for the Steven Universe movie. Woo! So it turns out they even have a movie in the works.
Excuse me.
Rebecca Sugar's got a lot planned for Steven Universe, and they also managed to leak a full episode on YouTube. I don't know how they did this.
What?
Because they
I was
showed
so surprised about that episode.
They showed an episode at SDCC and somehow it got leaked on YouTube. We're not going to show the full episode.
No.
I do have a clip. Let me see if I can play it. Yeah, so we got a clip here. So Steven goes back to Homeworld. Again, this episode, this SDCC episode is going to be full of spoilers. So Steven goes back to Homeworld, may or may not finally meet White Diamond. So bless you, Chloe. So yeah, we're looking forward to this.
It said bless you.
Do you guys watch Steven Universe?
I am such a
love
fan
that
of
show,
Steven
man.
Universe. It's so good.
Dude, I'm like, dude,
been a while.
You know Aiden's middle name
Steven?
is
Steven?
Jasper.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, Universe?
Yeah.
I named him Jasper just because I heard it on the show and I needed the J name.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Jasper on the show's kind of a
Yeah,
jerk, though.
I know he is. But I actually it was my brother's suggestion because my brother got me into watching it, and I was like, it was so hard to think of a good J name for a kid,
yeah.
you know, like a good J middle name.
That's true.
And I didn't want it to be like,
Why
I
not
didn't want it
Juan?
to be just what? No, Aiden Juan.
In one show.
I was this close to naming him Tucho. This close, Tucho.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, that would have
Like,
so funny.
This close. This close.
I would
man.
not let that slide.
I was
for
like,
sure.
but I realized I didn't want him to be bullied, so
Oh, yeah. That's always a great realization as a parent. That's
I know, right? It's okay. I'm gonna name my kid Anakin. He's gonna wonder why his whole life.
Oh man. Let me see if I can get this right. Edgar C Show, XD in the chat says Glass is going to be the best movie of 2019. Glass is looking good. We're actually gonna mention that later on, but while we're here, Glass is the follow-up to M. Night Shyamalan's other. I guess they're flat out.
That looks good, dude.
Yeah, I guess they're pretty much flat out. What's it called? Superhero movies at this point, right? Like, because before they were sort of superhero movies, but now, like, I guess in this world that we live in, where superhero movies are like abundant, we can consider it a full-on superhero movie. So, yeah, M. Night Shyamalan's Glass is gonna come out in 2019, starring the likes of Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, who looks jacked, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Dude. I like how they're bringing the 3 movies, or I guess 2 movies together, since this is the 3rd one. But dude, that's crazy
Unbreakable, to me. Unbreakable was in 2000, Split was in 2016, and they're bringing it all together. And my God,
dude, I don't know any of these movies. I should.
You never watched it? Unbreakable is pretty good, dude. It's older.
I've never watched Split or Unbreakable. Dude,
Split was really good.
These are movies that like oh man, I'm stuttering because you gotta watch it. These are really good movies. I do recommend them highly.
Are they also from M. Night Shyamalan? Shyamalan?
Yeah. He built this like superhero universe. Actually, I don't know if he meant it.
That's why I didn't watch it, dude. Just because I'm like,
dude, Split was like really good, man. I'm not even kidding.
The first one, Unbreakable, was back in 2000 when he still had a good track record.
Old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I was
older, dude.
I guess just blew over my head. I
had like a DVD. I had like a Cheat hit puberty there. I had like DVD that had like the Unbreakable. I remember the glass was just like shattered. It looked so cool.
Am I like the only Quit Stalling host right now that can actually talk, like for real?
Okay, you know what,
guys?
You need to knock it
watch. Don't hype yourself up so much.
How do you know I'm doing it for the topic? I have split personalities. Hi.
Oh, jeez.
Good save. All right. Fair.
Yeah, Edgar in the chat says the perfect trilogy. It might as well. Yeah. It might just be. We still have to find out when it comes out.
I'm so curious now, man. I really have to watch that,
dude.
Because you don't say M. Night Shyamalan and good at the same sentence anymore.
Exactly, right?
Just doesn't happen.
After the last Airbender,
someone is hyped.
Dude, the last Airbender was like the worst thing he could have done, dude. That was so bad.
I'm gonna take my fears from my racist upbringing and throw it into this
exactly.
movie.
Dude, that was like the racism the movie, pretty much. That wasn't even the last Airbender, dude. Dude, that was
I don't know, like the bullying he received affected that movie so much. It was unfair to the movie. Like as much as bullying, we're kind of victim blaming, but at the same time, like
right.
A good movie.
Dude, it's not even that. Like maybe like the racing could have slid if other things were like right, but there was like so many things wrong. Like they had to get fire. Like that bothered me like the most. I'm like, what? No, they make fire from their anger. I was like, oh, dude. I was like, come on. And it was just
like how do you move on to the future books where he learns that it's not just from anger, right? Like how do you
exactly. Speaking of Jasper was oh my gosh, what's his name? Oh my god,
Sokka?
Sokka, yeah. Well, trying to be Sokka, which is weird because that was like the same time as Twilight, so like it's hard to like.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jasper, the voice actress for Jasper.
No. The guy's name is Jasper in Twilight.
Sorry, I don't have just pocket knowledge on the Twilight series like you do, Derek.
Too bad for you.
Me and you sat down together and watched. Don't even try to deny that.
Damn it.
Oh God. It was good. But yeah, so Shyamalan is getting better. Split was really good.
Thankfully, he's sticking to his strengths. Yeah, he's sticking to his strengths.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, real quick, I do want to mention, since it is Comic-Con, we got to mention the Eisner Awards, the Comic Industry Awards. So these are actually quite significant, and they're not getting as much attention as they used to because, Comic-Con's become like Hollywood, the convention. And it's a little sad, but at the same time, it was a natural progression, especially for companies that were willing to pay the big bucks to go to these conventions and to have the panels and Hall H, Marvel panels and that kind of thing. So we do want to mention the Eisner Awards, and of course one of the big winners was Marjorie Liu, who became the first woman to win Best Writer. And
that's awesome.
She co-won it with Tom King, who wrote Batman Annual number 2, Batman Elmer Fudd Special number 1, and Mr. Miracle.
Okay.
But yeah, so apparently, Marjorie Liu, who wrote Monstrous, let me read the description real quick. A fantasy tale about race, class, slavery, and giant tentacle monsters. This has been rated really highly. Her Marjorie Liu, along with her partner who did the art, Sana Takeda, they also won Best Continuing Series and Best Publication for Teens, ages 13 to 17. So this is a highly rated book, and I have to say I'm gonna pick this up after the show because it's piquing my interest quite a bit. And it's odd that it had to be mentioned that she's the first woman to win Best Writer, but I'm also really happy for the progression that we can recognize amazing talent no matter what gender. And
for sure.
It's great, and I think these are the necessary steps. We do have to recognize that she is a female now, and then for future generations, we can start just acknowledging that they're really good at their craft. We don't even have to mention like, first female who won blah blah blah. Like, we can just say, okay, this person won. And the fact that she's recognized for the story in more than one category, writing, writing, Best Continuing Series, and so on and so forth. Like, it's amazing. Francis is in the chat. Real quick, I want to get to that. Francis says, what's up, man? We started late, so thankfully you caught up.
What's up, Francis?
Oh, now it's a show. Finally. Yeah. We've been looking for you since 9 o'clock. Since, I don't know what time it is today, 12?
Like 9:30.
Yeah.
But back to the topic was just, I'm actually surprised that a comic book it took this long for a comic book writer, a female comic book writer, to win it. I'm hella surprised just because I feel like my favorite fantasy authors are female.
Are all women. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, it's so weird. I guess.
Yeah. I guess they're not. Yeah,
I think it's kind of
the comic.
Yeah, making a scene too.
Odd.
Not even just comics, dude. Like movies.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Wonder Woman. Yeah, Wonder Woman was like considered the best movie of DC and directed by a female.
Yeah,
as well.
Captain Marvel, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be directed by a female as well. So great stuff. Like, we're progressing as a human race, thankfully.
Exactly. I like it.
As many steps backward, some people in some countries are taking. Thankfully, as a whole, mostly collectively, we're making strides forward. Another female who came away as a big winner in the Eisner Awards is Emil Ferris. She won multiple awards for because she was the writer and artist for My Favorite Thing Is Monsters. It was her debut, and it got her Best New Graphic Album, Best Writer / Artist, and Best Coloring. So, kicking ass! Finally, kicking ass, women in comics. Like, about damn time too. They're getting recognized. No need to hide under pen names, right? Like, amazing.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's so awesome for them.
Yeah. So
what a great time too, especially.
Yeah. So great stuff. So I do want to move on a little bit because we have so much to talk about, but we will get to Shazam in a little bit, Edgar. We have it like in our DC section.
We will.
I do want to bring up Matt Groening, you guys know Matt Groening, right? Futurama, The Simpsons, of course. Matt Groening is coming out with a medieval fantasy show called Disenchantment. And it's gonna be it's gonna have really dark humor. Have you guys seen this?
I've seen a trailer.
What are your thoughts?
Looks
I want to get your
interesting.
thoughts, guys.
I think it's just perfect natural progression for him, just because he's done sci-fi really well, and he's just gonna do high fantasy, and there's just so many high fantasy tropes to just rack on, like just make fun of, and he's the perfect one to do it. I've always thought he has such smart humor in Futurama, because have you ever seen like some YouTube channel compare Futurama, the right way to do smart humor, versus Big Bang Theory?
Oh, okay,
For example, the Big Bang Theory is just gonna spew like a lot of gibberish
Information, right? Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this pie, like, oh, we're about to eat 3.14, blah blah blah, and that's like, okay, he's just gonna say something that not a lot of people are gonna understand, but some people are gonna get the reference. And the funny thing is that he's so out of it. That's the humor. But in Futurama, it's the actual science things, like when they raced on a Mobius strip. I thought that was hilarious, and it's just the way the way he does smart humor. It's perfect. So I think it's just perfect natural progression for him to do high fantasy.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped for that. I'm hella hyped for it.
I think it's even better too, the fact that like he kind of would need a new time right now, like a new show. Like, Simpsons is kind of dragging. Futurama, it's still good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like of its time right now. You know what I mean?
Futurama's good, dude.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying I still know people. They still air them on like TV and stuff. Well, from what I see, I hear they do, anyways. But I feel like this is good for him because it's like a new show, and like you guys, I think Harold was saying dark humor. I'm definitely excited to watch it, man. That'd be
Human Panda 22 and the chat says he's excited for this. Tell us why.
Oh yeah, true.
I wanna know,
Let us know why you excited, brother. That'd be cool.
And I like that the lead is princess. Like that's exactly one of the tropes that Matt Groening is gonna make fun of. It's not a male lead who's going to save the day. You have like a princess.
Yeah, exactly. It's a princess.
Yeah. There's a little demon. I like that little demon dude, and I like
He's
that
actually voiced by Eric Andre.
Who's that guy?
Oh, jeez. He's a comedian now. You might know him by face. Let me look for a photo. Eric.
Oh, okay. So Human Panda says he's a big fan of Futurama. It's my #1 show ever. I totally agree with that, dude. Like,
it's good.
Oh my god, that last episode.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so yeah, Futurama is something that's very bingeable, and it's like it's.
Oh my god, I might rewatch it now that I'm thinking about it. Just it's the kind of show that knows how to make you laugh and make you cry too. Just some episodes.
Wait, so when is there a date for the show, the new one coming out, or?
It's gonna be on
August
Netflix
or September.
Yeah, I think August. Hold on, let me double check.
Oh wow,
it's on Netflix too, which is like.
Oh, that's awesome! Hell yeah, I'm on board.
Expect to have like the entire season.
There's the show, guys, that we were looking for last week to watch.
Yeah. Oh my god, there we go.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh, August 17th.
Yes.
It's gonna be out August 17th, so it's very close.
Hell yeah!
Don't you just love Netflix? Just they don't bombard you with trailers like, oh, you're gonna get this and you're gonna get it soon.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Awesome time to live in.
It's like the Switch. Like, usually like when they announce games, they come out pretty quick, which I like.
Yeah.
Actually, Netflix is the type of streaming platform that's just like, oh, here's the trailer for a new show out in 3 hours. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Daredevil season 3 now available to stream. All episodes. What? Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
what was that
it's
thing
crazy.
they did in the Super Bowl, right? What was
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Was that Death Note? Yeah, right. That was Death Note. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah,
God.
yeah.
All right. So, all right. Wancho, were you there for our Justice League review?
I feel like I wasn't, just because I've always missed those big review times. Like,
Yeah, that would have been
Actually,
fun.
yeah. Yeah, so were either of you guys approving of the Justice League movie?
Oh no, no, not
Yeah,
at all.
Oh, no. No.
No. What?
Well, if you guys were hoping for a Zack Snyder cut, turns out it doesn't exist. He left too soon in production for there to be a Zack Snyder cut. So for those hopeful to have a rescued Zack Snyder cut, sadly, it's not going to happen, turns out. Well, I heard news that there was a rough cut shown to lucky viewers for test screening that had like test animation and stuff, which I guess they could still put out because those had the original storylines. Like Steppenwolf was gonna be a secondary villain to, I think, Darkseid and all that. And I think they could still put that out, but it doesn't look like they're going to, because even Henry Cavill said it's not gonna make a difference. Even if they put it out for DVD
that's
or
what, that's what
Blu-ray.
I've heard, actually. Yeah, that's what I've heard, that Henry Cavill said, like, the cut is not going to make a difference to what Justice League was that. That exactly.
I mean, the thing that makes me upset is that, like, I honestly feel like all those actors have the greatest opportunity. Like, I love Ben as Batman, but I think the writing was horrible. Like, how they had Batman, he was too, like, jokey. Like, it was... And, I mean... Come on, like the scrubbing they had on the mustache of Henry Cavill was horrible. It's just like little things that like.
I thought that was fine.
No, dude, it was so obvious for me. Like it was bothering me. Like I couldn't even.
Like, if someone didn't tell you about it, would you have noticed? Well, we'll never know. But
no, I noticed it like right in the movie. I'm like, why does his face look weird? Chloe didn't notice it. She was like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's weird Kryptonian skin, man. Your skin would probably break out too if you were like dead 24 hours ago.
It was just weird because like I think it was bad timing though too, because Henry Cavill had to grow his beard for the what movie was it? Mission Impossible. Yeah. So it was just like, damn, that sucks. But I mean, I feel like they could have done a lot, but like we were talking about it before, man. Like they're rushing too much. Like, and I'm excited for I love how they're trying to do it, but it was like they try to fit everyone's backstory, and it was just like I don't know. And then they
it was felt rushed, and the portrayal of the different characters portrayal for Flash.
I didn't like Flash at all. Like that was my number one.
And just how Batman just flipped the switch and suddenly became funny Iron Man 2.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys didn't need to be
just
at
stick to your guns, man. Just stick to your guns. This is what you started. You go, don't break character.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm easy to please. I like good action. Okay, story. I'm happy.
Like, dude, you like Superman v Batman, and I gave you so much.
Yeah, I liked it.
I like. We argued so much on chat about that.
I know. I'm like, man, I just liked it. I just think it's because I like the actors a lot too. It's just. The fact that they're doing it is why I'm also happy. But then again, you want it to be good, like, which is why I'm a little hopeful, but I'm hopeful and worried for Aquaman because I love Aquaman.
Yeah. It seems like you guys are on the same boat with us in the Justice League movie anyway. So we'll move on.
Yeah.
It's great that you talk about Aquaman because we did get an Aquaman trailer at SDCC.
Woo!
And it looks like more of the same, though. Honestly, like, as great as Black Manta and Laser Shark.
Black Manta looks on point, dude. Yeah. Like, that's cool, though.
Like, as great as the characters and visuals seem to be as close to the comics as possible, and as, Jason Momoa could just be a great Aquaman because he's Hawaiian, which makes sense. Aquaman is not a white blonde dude. Oh.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty cool that he's Aquaman. It does look more of the same. I mean, what do you guys think? That's just my opinion.
Dude, it's freaking Black Panther underwater, and also not black.
Except Killmonger is the hero.
Except the race is water. Yeah, is the sentience. Yeah,
because Killmonger was the hero all along. Look, now we're having a movie that's
Well,
I'm happy they're doing this story because this was. I'm almost 100%. Wasn't this the start of like how Aquaman got into the Justice League in the animated series?
I think
Like him and his brother fought, and then they like finally understood like, oh, you know what, Aquaman, he could be the bridge of the water world and us because he like helped stop them. I swear, we watched that movie. I'm pretty sure me and Wancho did, but I could be wrong.
The animated one.
Well, I remember because when his brother and him they fight for the throne, but it's a little bit different, obviously, because I'm pretty sure Aquaman's parents are alive in this movie.
But
Yeah. Well, yeah.
dude,
I mean,
like Aquaman is Killmonger. Like just it's exactly Killmonger. He's like some.
he's not
foreigner
exactly
who- fine,
Killmonger. He's not trying to murder people and arm random
Okay,
sleeper
fine.
agents to take
Fine,
over countries.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We have
That's true.
The freaking
That is
murdering
true.
people left and right there.
Plus, in
Dude,
Batman
he
vs
murdered.
Superman, I'm pretty sure Batman killed a couple people.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he
I
did
feel-
not.
dude, he's like a foreigner, but who just so happened to live there, who happened to have some royal blood, and he's trying to steal the throne right now from the one true king, from the.
It doesn't
the
even
crowned
seem like
king
he
right
wants it. Did you see the same trailer I saw? He doesn't want the throne.
Well, I agree. That's what I like because in the comic,
I guess
it was like
it's
that.
Lion King. I guess now we're calling it Lion King instead. Fine.
Oh, okay, that makes more
Simba.
sense. That makes more
Underwater
sense.
Lion King. Fine.
so then it is Black Panther because that's like Lion King.
Yeah, because Black Panther was also like Lion King.
I know exactly.
It is.
Almost 100%. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it for sure, dude. I love Aquaman. Like in the comics, I'm excited. Mara looks kind of
visuals.
hot, and she was hot in the comics, so.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
action,
visuals
I mean-
were top notch. They look top.
Oh
notch.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
the Atlantis actually looks like Atlantis from Little Mermaid.
Oh
Yeah, it
yeah.
actually kind of looks like that. You know, like the color scheme is exactly
Yeah.
the same.
And that
the
that was exactly
structure.
exactly what I thought.
I wonder
mean,
if that's an actual thing. Like they did that on purpose.
Oh yeah. I
Dude,
just need
I
me a
probably
scene
used the
where.
exact same set. Oh,
No, I was gonna say I just need me a scene where someone goes up to Bruce Wayne and be like, "Who are you talking to, colonizer?"
No, it's gonna be Land Walker. What do they call him? Land Dweller or something like that. I forgot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They call him like I forgot what they call him. They have a word for them, like the
Air
land
breather?
people. No, maybe that. No, I think that's like more. I can't remember.
Yeah, isn't there like a Little Mermaid live action coming up?
Yeah,
No,
there
it's
is.
not.
There is.
Yeah. So they
Stop.
probably shared the set. You know, like
you gotta cost cut
For all you
sometime.
know, dude, they might be in the same universe. Like, I'm just kidding. Oh,
You just see Ariel in the background.
Mara. Yeah, the Little Mermaid turns to Mara, dude. It's just the red hair, just. That'd be horrible. That'd be dumb if they did that, but yeah,
we
I'm
got
definitely
more.
excited to watch it.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah, it
Francis
looks
has
good.
actually been chatting to chat, though. We didn't see,
Yeah,
so
he's
he
saying-
said that. Go ahead.
No, you do.
Okay. So then he says the entire season of the Matt Groening show. What is it? Disenchanted might not might be weekly just because that's what they did for Riverdale.
Yeah.
He commented about Justice League. Yeah, the only good part was Gal Gadot, which is completely right. And Batman does a good use guns, except in the
Yes.
movies.
Yeah.
Yes. All right,
I
we
just feel
got.
bad for Ben, man.
Yeah, Ben deserved better.
It's like
Ew,
I
he
just
was
think of
throwing
that
on
video
it, like-
every time with him and Henry, dude. Just yeah, exactly. He's just sitting there like, I feel so bad, dude. It's not your fault, Ben. Everybody loves you.
Definitely.
Just know that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Alright.
he was growing on me.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we got more DC. We're already an hour in. We got more DC. Shazam!
Bam!
Dude, this is the hope. If Aquaman is a glimpse, this is a shining, glaring light of hope in the dark, disturbed DC extended universe.
This looks good.
I hope they don't
Yep.
disappoint. Because we
And
talked about this last week. Zachary Levi could likely make or break this movie.
Yeah, seriously.
Because the
It
kids
fits,
are
dude. Like, I
compelling.
like his childish act, like how he acts like a child, dude. He does a great job.
Yeah.
In the trailers, I mean, so far. You know, I mean, you have to see the movie, but dude, yeah, he looks great so far.
Yeah, I mean the kids are very compelling. I actually enjoy the acting of the kids a little bit more than Zack in the trailer. So I'm hoping they bring their A game because it's looking good.
Yeah, I know. It is
Dude,
looking good.
this is exactly what DC needs right now. Like this movie,
Yes.
and just because don't use Batman or Superman to start trying to make a more lighthearted movie, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to be more deep. They're trying to be more Marvel, and it just feels weird when you do it with characters you've established as dark.
I
But,
don't. Not
but
like
doing
you.
it, but like doing it with Shazam just seems natural. Like it's natural for him to be funny. Like it just feels
Right.
Yeah, like it just feels completely natural. So, hopefully.
Or this is like because Guardians, I felt like was the start of that for Marvel, like the funny side.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that was the Guardians was the first movie that was kind of like a happy vibe, like oh it's comical, and hopefully I feel like they're trying to do it with Shazam, which is good, but like watch that, don't overdo it, like ease into it. Like you could tell like Thor 3 was kind of like a little more giddier, but also serious because it's still Thor. But so I hope they don't. They just need to
And
keep Batman.
I'm so glad
Seriously.
DC stuck with the Shazam branding because having Captain
yeah.
Marvel come out before Captain Marvel would have been so weird.
I know. That's good.
Oh man. Okay, so since we're getting lighthearted, this is DC after all, guys. We got to bring a little edge. You got to bring a little edge into our lives.
Please.
But we have to watch out. We have to.
What
With
is
the
it?
good
Oh,
comes
God.
the
Oh
bad.
God.
Here
Dude, I
comes.
literally watched 2 seconds of this, or like 10 seconds. I just turned it off. I said I can't anymore.
Here
I
comes
don't wanna-
the highest
I don't
budget
wanna
fan
talk about it.
TV show ever made. We've got Titans. Yes, Titans. A live action Teen Titans show with teenagers who were supposed to look good or alien-y or green, but sadly they don't.
I mean, I honestly think he looks like a good Robin, and they ruined it with the show.
No, dude, that's what happened. All the entire budget went to designing Robin and designing his costume and getting the actor. Like Robin looks great. Then everything else is shit. Literally, after they designed Robin, they're like, "Oh my god, we don't have any more budget."
Dude, I know that right there.
So they went to like the alleyway and picked up a hooker and go like, "Okay,
That's so crazy, dude. I can't. This is so bad, dude. Like,
And then literally,
F
and then
Batman.
like freaking Beast Boy and Raven, they're just freaking homeless hipsters too. Like just.
Yeah,
hipsters, just
it's really bad. The fact that they're killing is really bad. The fact that it's dark is really bad. Like, they're children. They're supposed to be funny.
and the
Batman.
way the trailer was made was also terrible, just because it felt like a horror movie. Why was there a
Oh,
jump scare?
yeah.
There was a jump scare in the trailer. Why? Why would you need
Yeah.
a jump scare for your
Unnecessary.
freaking Teen Titans TV show?
This is gonna instantly fail.
God, I hate
Like,
it.
I can't even.
hate
I
it so
can't
much.
even.
It makes Teen Titans Go look like the Teen Titans.
Yeah, that I agree. And I hope. I don't even know who would want to watch that. Honestly, like, I can't even think of a reason why I might want to watch it.
Honestly,
it's
I thought
so, like-
Gotham would fail, but it's still going.
I still think it's gonna fail. I don't really like it that much.
Francis in the chat
it's-
says this is the time where you played Derek's game that you guys wanted to do for 2 weeks now instead of talking about Titans.
Oh, fuck. Right, Derek's.
Oh
game.
yeah, the Say Anything.
I don't think
Sadly-
we have time for that. Just
Yeah,
so
sadly
much
we
stuff
have to
talk
put it off.
And a Human Panda. It does look like a YouTube movie. I will
No,
agree.
Yes!
Some YouTube movies are well made. Like fan made stuff in YouTube is actually well made. I'm so pissed.
Dude, like, right when he said F Batman, I'm like, hello? What? Are you serious? Like,
Sorry,
Oh my God,
do you
dude.
need a sharpener for that edge? Yeah.
yeah, dude, seriously,
my
that's
God.
Shazam might fix it, but this show might just kill it completely.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
oh my
man.
god, like freaking, like even Robin, does Robin have to be an edgelord really? Because Dick Grayson's like the chillest dude. Like he's like the
I know!
funniest guy in the thing. You know, it's like you made him Jason Todd. Might as well just call him Jason Todd. You know, why do you have to chill with flying Grayson? Just make him Jason Todd if you want him to shoot a gun.
Because I'm more scared now. I hope they don't do that to Young Justice. Like change it completely.
And does he throw R's? Does he throw R's as his banner as his birderang? His birderang
he held
is
up an R. He held up an
R.
R.
Like that's what
It's not. It's not like the.
It's not the birderang. It's not
red,
the,
it's not the red bird.
thing.
It's an R. It's an R, dude.
As in like
Stop it.
totally aerodynamic, dude. Just throw an R. You know,
Ridiculous.
he should be throwing L's, man, because that's what this movie's gonna get.
Oh!
Yeah, I agree.
Francis in the chat says it's weird that the tone of the
Francis
show
and
is so dark since the Teen Titans operate during the day.
I know, that's so true. That is so true. Dude, that is so true, dude.
And then Francis makes a really good point.
You're right.
About,
You're right.
YouTube movies are great. Did you see the Uncharted fan film?
It was
That was
good.
good.
That was good,
Good.
dude. Just
That little fan film will be better than that whole series of Teen Titans. Of the Titans. It's gonna be that little 10-minute scene. Like gonna blow that out of the water.
Starfire. There's so many ways to make Starfire. Just hire like a Hawaiian person. Their skins is almost orange, and then just actually make the fire. I make the fire green, man.
I'm not really familiar with Starfire. Was it green? I thought she was always red.
She shoots green, right?
Yeah,
Really?
It's green, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not that familiar.
Yeah. She's orange.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
And Beast Boy is a beast teenager, and
Yeah, and
obviously
sometimes
it's not
his
a
skin is
child.
white, sometimes it's green. I'm not sure, but I'm so confused.
I don't mind. At least his jacket's right. You know, his jacket is fine. And I like the little. Fine, like Raven.
With that logic, Robin's costume is on point, but it's
Like Raven,
Yeah.
like what they did instead of having the stone on their head, it's a necklace, which makes sense. Like it'd be weird if you see a person with a stone on their head.
Yeah. It's just,
So
yeah. Oh, if you guys want to check out a
Starfire,
good
man.
YouTube series, look at Video Game High School by Rocket Jump. And Freddie Wong and the crew do a great job with VGHS.
That's pretty old, right? That's
It's a couple years
like
old now.
back in college. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Freddie Wong
2014. Yeah, Freddie
that's
Wong
good
is
stuff, man.
great.
yeah, he's great.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Okay, let's get more hope back into our lives, guys.
Yeah, seriously.
Young
Oh my
Wait,
god.
yeah, everybody go ahead.
Justice Outsiders.
Faith in DC.
I'm rewatching this with my wife because she's never watched it. I'm so excited, and she's liking it.
Dude, this
I'm
is the
feeling
only
the after,
reason.
man.
This is
Feeling
the
the
only
after.
reason why you would subscribe to that DC streaming platform. No other reason necessary. All right, just
Yeah.
tolerate Titans. Skip straight to this. All right, ignore the thumbnail
just-
for Titans.
Oh my god, just
Click
Yeah,
on this.
seriously, this is the show you need to watch, not the other Titans crap.
So the trailer we got,
I'm
guys.
whelmed.
I realize we're over an hour in. We got a pre-sweep. The trailer we got was like a 4-minute recap and then like a 1-minute trailer for,
yeah,
for the
that's
show.
true. I think
Which-
I like just the recap made me hype. Honestly, if they didn't show anything new and just recapped it, I'd still would have been hyped.
And then the title card, Young Justice Outsiders. Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Dude, it was almost bad because I was watching the trailer with Chloe, and I had to stop it like right in the beginning. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, she almost saw it. She goes, did you see what happened? She goes, what are you talking about? I go, okay, good, we're good. You're fine.
Too many spoilers. Too many spoilers.
Yeah, dude, I know. Like, it's that a lot of people don't realize that this show is like well written, dude. Like,
So good.
Young Justice.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Francis in the chat agreed that VGHS is on. Oh, it's on Netflix. Good show. Good show. You
Oh, really?
Netflix here in the Philippines. Francis also says he watched the trailer for Young Justice from start to finish, and they end the season with Darkseid and Venom Savage, and then they're just like, it's canceled. So they did.
I know. I remember that too, dude.
Right. It was so.
That was like
so
the
bad.
worst feeling ever. And we always got like, maybe coming back, maybe not.
It's so crazy
Maybe
though.
coming
Like,
back. Yeah, it's just
it's
like
like these are all the big, like, these are big boy people that are gonna be fighting. You know, this is Justice League stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Like Darkseid
true.
and Vandal Savage. Like, oh my god, like, what are they gonna do? I'm so hyped.
I know.
Definitely.
I'm excited to see what it brings too. I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Can't
Yeah,
Then
it's gonna be so good.
then watch, like, it opens with Nightwing saying "fuck Batman." So you turn it off. Then just...
Wait, I have to say this though. Since we're still on the DC topic, really quickly, did you guys hear about what they're doing with with the lanterns?
Oh, no.
No.
Just
What
say
are
it.
they
They're
doing?
making.
Say it.
Spoiler alert, but they're basically making them space cops.
They are
Well,
space
that's kind
cops.
of that's kind of what
But
they
it's
are,
like-
but
But it's like legit, like police.
yeah.
like-
But
Yeah,
they
I
are
don't really-
legit police. What the hell are you
I
talking
know,
about?
but it's not. It's different though. Like they're talking
think
about like
Are they gonna be eating space
like
donuts or
law.
something?
No, I'm
Is
talking
that
about
what
like
you're
Law and Order. Like you're gonna go to court. Exactly. We've got you. You're gonna be on trial now. Like that. Like this was a sit-down panel with like the artists and writers of the lanterns and.
That sounds great because
No, I mean, I love the lanterns too, but like I feel like I like how they have that flexibility to kind of do whatever they want. You know, they're like,
but they shouldn't. It literally, it's only that one Green Lantern who gets to do whatever he wants. Everyone else is the space police. And
That's right.
like one of my favorite things actually is when he goes on trial because of how much he gets to do whatever he wants. And I like space trial. I thought it was really interesting. So
I love Francis in the
cops.
chat saying, "Is it like Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Imagine if the Lantern Corps
oh my god,
was like the 9-9.
Oh my god, we need
Give
that.
us that. Screw Titan.
that's true.
Give
Yeah, I
us
know.
the Green
Dude,
Lantern
I'm
Corps.
excited to see what happens. Yeah, exactly. But
Dude, Terry Crews is Kilowog. I need that. I need that.
Yes.
that'd be awesome. That would be pretty cool.
Oh man. Oh, that's so good. Or even freaking what's his name? Scully. No, yeah, Scully is Kilowog. Oh,
No,
man.
Scully would be John.
Oh yeah.
No. Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
funny.
Is it John?
That'd be-
Then would Sinestro be like Wanch? Like, would that work?
Who would be Green Lantern? Who would be like
I'm so-
Hal?
I'm so pissed right now. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is not
Pimento.
in American Netflix.
Ah, it's a bummer.
I know.
I'm pissed.
The one in Philippine Netflix is like a season behind though.
Like I downloaded like 2 seasons worth in the Philippines of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Then when I got
Yeah.
here, it says I watch it. I was so pissed.
That's crazy.
I've only watched 1 season and I loved it so far. But
Oh, it's good. Yeah. I like
That's
it.
why you download extra
yeah.
legally, Wancho. That's why you download extra legally.
I know, dude. When I went to the Philippines, if you went to the
Legally.
Philippines, I would have just downloaded everything right there and then come back home.
no, but it,
Like-
because like it's so convenient to do it on Netflix. Like I'll watch on my laptop and I watch on my.
I know.
phone.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Oh, Francis
Sinestro
has
is
it.
Vulture.
Sinestro is Vulture. The Vulture.
Oh my god, you're right. Sinestro is Vulture.
Who would
You're
Pimento
right.
be? Who would be the crazy guy that you're kind of on his side, even though he's so nuts? Oh man, it's crazy. I want Green Lantern Corps Green Lantern Corps in the style of the 9-9. I'd be so down for that.
Yeah,
Lantern
that'd be
9-9.
funny. But yeah, I just had to bring it up. It's just I saw it on my feed.
Green Lantern Sector 99.
Oh,
Lantern Core 99.
oh man, Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner, just like back to back, and then John Jones is
That'd
the
be
sergeant.
awesome.
John Jones is the sergeant.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, exactly. That'd be sick.
Uh,
We hope.
okay.
We hope, guys.
we can only hope. We can only hope. Okay. Lastly, in the DC front, Batman the Animated Series is getting a Blu-ray release, and it's gonna have all 85 original episodes plus 24 episodes of the new Batman adventures that had Robin and Batgirl. It's gonna have Mask of the Phantasm, Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, the 2 movies, Phantasm and Sub-Zero, and it's gonna be released October 16th, so very close as well, very near. So It's gonna be good. Good stuff coming out of DC animated. Not so much DCEU.
The live action. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. On the other trailers that showed up, we might as well give honorable mentions. Stuff like, oh, whoops, why does that have audio? The Dragon Prince. The Dragon Prince is from one of the writers for The Last Airbender.
Yeah, one of the writers.
Yeah, watch out! You were talking about this. Is this? I want to watch this.
It's on Netflix. It's gonna be on Netflix. So.
Yeah, it's not.
I feel like I've seen ads on Facebook for this.
Probably. Like
that's
people
cool.
sharing it on Facebook, probably.
Yeah.
All right. So other notable mentions: Doctor Who series 11, Fantastic Beasts 2, like you mentioned earlier, Glass, Star Trek Discovery season 2, which has Spock's appearance confirmed, and there's also news that the Star Trek universe is going to be expanded on CBS All Access with short treks, so they're going to do like backstory for a lot of the established characters in Discovery. It's going to be 4 shorts monthly, and they're going to be 10 to 15 minutes. The Orville, which I'm really excited for. Seth, I'm blanking. Seth, Family Guy Seth.
MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
MacFarlane.
His version of Star Trek, since he didn't get the job at Discovery.
He used to do show reviews for that.
Oh, so good. So good.
Then I felt like hella behind.
Yeah. Night Flyers, which is from George R.R. Martin. I saw the trailer.
You know what I want to talk about? I feel like not that many people are gonna like that.
Oh, you think? It looks sci-fi with its graphics, like sci-fi.
Yeah, because freaking George R.R. Martin is mainly a sci-fi writer, and I feel like, and the things he writes are so weird. Like they're really, really, really weird for sci-fi. So I feel like people are gonna get shocked if they're coming from Game of Thrones and then they're gonna go watch this thing. Unless they they manage it well, or I don't know what they're gonna do, but I just know, like, I've heard about his stories. I haven't read them, but I've like just overviewed them, and just some of them are just really weird. Like,
okay, so without Benioff and DB Weiss, you think it's not gonna do so well?
Like, no, I just feel like people are gonna get shocked.
Oh, okay. Because I know you're not a fan of Benioff.
Oh, yeah, no, that's I haven't thought about Game of Thrones in a while, but that's fine, whatever. That's fine.
One more season.
One more season. Invader Zim Enter the Florpus. Is another trailer.
Surprised by that.
Yeah, we were surprised by that. Voltron season 7 got a trailer, and one of the lead characters, the Black Paladin Shiro, has a confirmed significant other named Adam who appears in the trailer. So people are going nuts about that because they're like, yeah, LGBTQ in our Voltron, which is great. Deadly Class is another show. The CW shows all got trailers for their next seasons. You know, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Black Lightning, Riverdale. The Man in the High Castle, and a new show, which I think we could also do an episode recap of, which is in Wancho's territory, Castle Rock. It's based on Stephen King's works. And co-host of one of my favorite podcasts, Fat Man on Batman, with Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin. Mark Bernardin is one of the writers for Castle Rock, and it's horror. So I'm super psyched for that. This might be a good horror.
I've been looking for a horror thing to watch. I ended up watching Twin Peaks just because I wanted like a crime, murder, something to watch.
Okay.
It's too old.
Yeah.
It's too what? It's too old.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. So we can pick that up, and then a bunch of reboots like Invader Zim got mentioned in SDCC. So Roswell, New Mexico, which is a reboot of the old Roswell show with Katherine Heigl. Buffy is gonna get a reboot. Apparently, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh wow.
Oh wow is right. And then
who is it gonna be? Is there like a casting choice already, or
there's no full? There are no full details yet, but I mean,
I feel like it's a little late. The vampire hype has died down.
Yeah,
because of
superhero. Right? It's superhero hype now, obviously.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like,
Dr.
have you seen
Horrible?
an Awesome Titan trailer?
We don't even joke about it. We don't give it air.
I know, we can't even-
We don't talk
it's
about
not-
it anymore.
It's not even worth the jokes.
Well,
It's
well,
like, that's how bad. Yeah, okay.
Oh man, that was a sick burn. Dr. Horrible is getting a comic series. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be called Dr. Horrible Best Friends Forever, or that might be one of the story arcs.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always wanted a Dr. Horrible sequel, but Joss Whedon just got so busy that we never got it, sadly. Let's see. Oh, Francis has something about the Dragon Prince. I wonder if it's a Netflix project they contracted. They contracted Polygon Pictures. They, let's see here. They did Godzilla. Oh, they did the Netflix Godzillas. That's interesting.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah, they did use heavy CG
Sidonia
for-
was actually pretty good too. I watched a couple of those. Those was good.
Is that also Netflix?
I think it was Netflix or Hulu. I remember watching that to Sidonia. I don't remember which platform, but
Okay.
that wasn't bad.
I do want to see
Like very
some Hulu shows.
Dragon Prince seems like kind of a combination of all of them. Yeah.
Ah,
That's gonna be-
okay.
I like what Fred said. It's still gonna be Sarah Michelle Gellar. Dude, that'd actually be pretty funny because she's a vampire, so it should still be her.
She still looks pretty young, actually. I saw her in that
Really?
Robin Williams show. It was really good. What's it called? Robin. I love this show too. Freaking The Crazy Ones. It was good. It was good. I'd actually
Crazy
suggest
Ones.
you guys pick it up. It's really funny. Okay. One of the last bits of news we got. Venom had a San Diego Comic-Con only video that's still not online.
Oh, I need to see this.
Yeah, it's not online yet.
How have I not seen this?
But we got some news on that.
You had to be there.
You had to be there. So it turns out Black Panther hired Ludwig Göransson, who was the composer for Black Panther, to do the score for Venom. So they're Sony, in typical Sony fashion, are just throwing money at this. There's no.
I'm
Oh,
really
yeah.
excited.
No, yeah.
No, I'm really excited because Venom is my favorite comic book thing ever. Juancho got me this lovely thing back here actually because like dragons and it's a Venom dragon.
That's
a Venom dragon.
sick.
Yeah, it's actually really
He's
cool.
fighting Spider Knight.
Oh, that's sick. That
And
is
you're
awesome.
complaining about me not visiting. I visited you and I got you that.
That is
He
so
did,
cool.
and it's really no, but dude, I'm hopeful. Like, dude, I think Tom Hardy's an excellent choice. I love Tom Hardy.
He's
He's
a
good,
badass.
kind of good, and the trailer looks good. I'm only worried that Spider-Man is not the reason he's Venom. Like, Spider-Man does not exist in this universe, which is scaring me because
Yeah,
I
he
don't
He
think
doesn't
he's gonna
have the white spider. on his
exactly.
chest.
That's exactly. I don't think that's why I'm a little bit worried about. But I'm gonna watch it, man. I'm excited. I like Tom Hardy a lot, and even in the trailer, seeing him like the conflict, man, I love that. I thought that was great.
Yeah, and you know, you guys mentioned the spider on the chest, and it's confirmed that he's not going to get it because you know the symbiote hasn't really gotten through Peter yet, if
Right.
it ever will. So, if Sony would just give up control of their properties, we could just.
So I have a theory that he's actually gonna fight other symbiotes because
Oh yeah, it's
like
been confirmed.
the 5. Oh, it has.
Yeah, it's been confirmed. So
Okay, cool.
He will be facing one of them at the very least. Riot, who will be, controlled by Dr. Carlton Drake. You know, we've seen scientists in the trailer, and apparently Dr. Carlton Drake will be the big bad of the movie, who will be associated with the symbiote Riot. He's gonna be played by Riz Ahmed,
Exactly.
who was Bodhi in the Rogue One trailer.
Yeah.
In Rogue One, not just the trailer, in the Rogue One movie. And there's news that there could be a second villain, and the rumor is it might be
exactly.
Carnage.
Yeah. Well, see, get this. The actor, I forget his name. We just talked about him 2 weeks ago on Zombieland. Tallahassee.
Ed
Tallahassee.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
I think he's in the IMDb in the movie. So people are thinking he might be Carnage.
Oh,
But-
that would be so
Like,
good. He has that
'cause
craziness
if he
in
fights,
him.
right, and if he fights Riot, I think he's gonna fight. There's a big comic where he fights like 5 symbiotes, And so far, they've shown that girl that attacks him. There was like 2 other people that he was experimenting on, and if you take the 4th as the Doctor and 5th as Woody, that'd be pretty cool. I'm just excited, but I hope they don't blow it, man. I really hope they don't, but we're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, and I mean, Carnage is such an iconic Spider-Man character. It'd be great to finally have him on screen. We've had like 2 Venoms already, so.
I remember a long time ago when the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was out, that Jim Carrey to be a Carnage. I think he would have been great Carnage if Jim Carrey was Carnage.
I'm actually, that would have been good. He already has a rubber face. Yeah.
And he could be like scary, freaky. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh hell yeah, hell
yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. I guess.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Carnage, so I can't imagine.
Oh man, what's his name? Tom Cassidy. I think. Okay, never mind. We'll move on. I lost a little bit of geek cred there. Lastly, Iron Fist season 2 will have Alice Eve.
This is our lastly. Oh my god, dude! We have to talk about something else after this.
Okay, we'll do one more after this. Alice Eve has been cast as Typhoid Mary, because I gotta get some work done as well. Not work, chores. I gotta get one major chore done today. Alice Eve has been cast as Typhoid Mary for Iron Fist season 2. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She's if you guys are familiar or wondering where you've seen her before, she was in Star Trek 2, with Bumberflick Cumbersnarch, who you mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was the one who was half naked and was like, "Hey, I thought you were turning around."
Yeah, that's right.
She's bending her body in all those weird ways.
Yeah, that's right.
That's her.
Hopefully she does that in Iron Fist. I'm sorry.
Then maybe it would be a good show.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
Iron Fist was amazing in Luke Cage, and turns out it's because the Luke Cage writers got full control of the character, and because
oh wow.
One of the showrunners for Luke Cage was on Fat Man on Batman, the podcast I mentioned earlier with Kevin Smith, and he talked about how they just knew that when they got permission to use Iron Fist in season 2 of Luke Cage, they were like, we could just write him as the best that anyone's ever written him on TV, which, low bar set, but he was really good. I enjoyed him more. And they were saying that the music was a huge drive for that. That it was great that they established that Iron Fist, Danny Rand, listened to Wu-Tang in his time in Kunlun. So yeah, it was great. I enjoyed that very much.
The hip hop.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Chloe. Hope she's doing all right. All right, Wancho, man. Let's do a quick bit of news at the very end.
Good, because I don't want to end with freaking Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so let's do Dan Harmon. You guys, let's talk about Dan Harmon real quick, because the other topic I think we should save for next week, because we need way more time for that. The whole James Gunn issue.
Yeah.
So true. Let's do Dan Harmon. Let's do another issue. Dan Harmon almost put Rick and Morty in jeopardy for similar reasons as James Gunn. So old tweets and videos have resurfaced because people are just going through the past nowadays. And
Jesus, man, anything to get anyone in trouble. That's the thing now.
Yeah. So an old video of Dan Harmon doing unspeakable things to how do we put this? Like a child doll, I guess.
Jeez.
I guess that's the best way we could put it. This isn't the best photo of Dan Harmon. I'll look for a better photo of Dan Harmon.
That's actually like the way you were just depicting him was like the perfect representation.
I know.
And that picture, like, dude, this guy looks freaky.
We look for okay. This is him at a Comic-Con panel. So, because Dan Harmon is an actual edgy person with his comedy and his humor. He's not someone who's trying to be edgy. He's actually just naturally trying to push the limits of his humor, which reflects on Rick and Morty. But Rick and Morty, he's kind of balanced out by Justin Roiland. Justin Roiland's alcoholism. So Dan Harmon Unfiltered, you get issues, which is, I'm pretty sure, part of the reason why he had those issues on Community. Just part of the reasons why, because Chevy Chase is also a jerk. But Dan Harmon's personality kind of is kind of chaotic, and that personality has led to, this. People have found an old video, and it recirculated, similar to the whole James Gunn thing. And, the offensive content that we're talking about was from 2009. Again, like with James Gunn, people have grown. Dan Harmon, not so much. But, and I think that's part of the reason why there was such a commotion about this. Both Adult Swim and Dan Harmon have commented on the issue. Dan has left Twitter completely, unlike James Gunn.
Wow.
And yeah, so I'm hoping this supposedly doesn't affect Rick and Morty, and I'm hoping it doesn't, because we just got the announcement that we're getting 3 seasons more of Rick and Morty, 51 episodes, right? So 50 something episodes. So I'm just hoping this doesn't affect anything, because at this rate we're not going to get anything good if people are just going to keep digging up skeletons.
Wait, what? You haven't watched Rick and Morty, right, Derek?
I haven't yet. That's the one of the show that I definitely want to start watching. Remember?
We gotta do
That's
this.
the other show I need. I know. That was a show we decided I need to start watching.
Yeah.
You know what? I honestly, after we're gonna get caught up on Young Justice really fast, because it's not that. So I'll watch that. I think my wife wants to watch it too, so it'll be good.
Awesome. Okay, your thoughts, guys, real quick.
Binge watch.
I just think it's really sucky what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, oh my god, this is people's Twitter, if you're gonna dig up people's past, I mean, Robert Downey Jr. has been arrested for a bunch of stuff.
So
he's still at
much.
Marvel.
I feel like almost every person that's famous, almost everyone has a colorful history. But it's hard to be
People done
perfect.
shit. It's just this is on Twitter. That's it. It's just shareable. That's why it's such an issue right now. It's so shareable.
Yeah.
It's so hard to share police records right now, so you can't share those.
Yeah, and back in the day, you didn't have Twitter and Facebook and all this other stuff to, share. It's hard to track that stuff.
I mean, if you're gonna be consistent, Disney, you gotta fire everyone else. For real.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's not Dan Harmon, but it just goes.
Yeah.
Right.
Nope underscore plays in the chat. Hey, Nope. You came at the worst time. This is not a good topic to end the show on.
I know, we should have ended with freaking Aquaman trailer or something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
We should have ended with Young Justice. That's what we should have ended with.
We should have ended with Derek throwing shade at Titans. I think that was the best
Something
part
like that, yeah.
of the episode.
Why do you have to talk about freaking Iron Fist?
Oh man. Okay, we're gonna end the show now. Do it now because I gotta get things done.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Bring up the end screen. There we go. All right. Real quick, thank you to our most recent followers: Big Red House, Kevin the Ninja, the Old Blue Box, Trinil, Lubert DS. I'm Hodo. I'm Hodo. Kakashi Ching, Asian Guy 013, Garani, and Angelo 0008 or 0008. Thank you guys so much for the most recent follows. Thank you to all our subs. Kevin the Ninja, who was our most recent sub, you the man. Spinbait, Human Panda 22, who's also an amazing person. Pot CP, Archer Perez, Elder Jin, Salon Chen, and of course, our leading sub with 3 subs, Miko P. You the man. You the man, Miko P. Let's check out the bits. Our all-time leading cheers, Elder Jin with 1,000 still. Nerf Diva coming in close with 702. Nope underscore plays, who's in the chat right now with 100. Tied with Tita Gamings and InstaDeezy. Who's that InstaDeezy guy? Clark You Plays, Cloud Cool, and I am Kokak Deech Fabian, and the Android Master Paul. Thank you guys so much for your support. Every little bit counts, and we appreciate it so much. So much. Derek!
Oh, yeah.
Derek, where can the folks at home find you when you're not on the Quit Stalling Geekcast?
You can find me on twitch.tv/sensei humor. And I be playing Fortnite, and I'm here on Mondays. I do interact with my chat quite a bit. So I mean, before my stream, I usually try to talk and just about what's going on with my life or about anything else. So you guys catch me there. I also have my Instagram, which is spelled the same way, Sensei Humor. I post currently a Fortnite clip every day, but of course, I'm eventually wanting to play other video games too. So check me out there, y'all.
Awesome, awesome. Wancho, man. Where can the folks at home find you when you're not on the Geekcast?
You can find me at my Twitter, which is at Saldana Wantro, or my Instagram, which is at Wantro Saldana, so just switch it. But yeah, you can. Derek really does interact with his chat a lot during the Twitch, because it's almost impossible to text him, so I just go to the Twitch and say hi there instead. Like, he does not reply at all, so...
It's true.
Oh, jeez.
It's true.
But every time I'm in the chat, like, oh, hey, what?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Knows me well, guys. He got me.
If you guys want to find me outside the Quit Stalling Geekcast, usually Tuesday nights in about like 6 hours, me, Diego Z, and Sherbet, or Sorbetes PH, we usually host the Quit Stalling Overwatch Community Scrim Nights. But today we're on a break. We're gonna play some We're gonna play with Wrecking Ball, aka Harmon, after the server maintenance. But yeah, we're taking a break this week, so we hope you guys catch us next week. But I also do Game Bite, and tomorrow on Game Bite we've got Leia, Little Kitty Mimi Ogena. So it's gonna be a good show. 9:30 p.m. Philippine Standard Time, 5:30 a.m. California time. So check that out. Or you can go to Twitter at Herald Plays, or Instagram at Herald Plays, or of course twitch.tv/Herald Plays. That's HERALD Plays. You can also find me on Facebook, facebook.com/QuitStallingUs for all the Quit Stalling stuff that you'll ever need. We're also on Twitter at QuitStallingUs. We're on Instagram at QuitStalling. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/QuitStalling. And of course, you're watching us live right now on twitch.tv/QuitStalling. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit that cheer button. Just do whatever you want, because we enjoy you. We enjoy you guys having enjoyment from our shows. Jay in the chat. Jay.
All right, man.
We enjoy your enjoyment.
We enjoy your enjoyment. We take pleasure in your pleasure. If you guys want to catch the audio-only version of the podcast, you can subscribe to our podcast feeds on iTunes, on Google Play, on Stitcher, on iHeartRadio, Pocket Casts, Overcast, so many more. If it's a podcatcher, we're probably there, and if we're not, let us know, and we'll throw it up in there. You can also email us at quitstallingshow@gmail.com. Next week, we're going to start asking you guys questions, and we'll ask you to email us or tweet us the answers, and we'll see how that goes if we actually get any responses.
We can finally play the stupid thing that we've been wanting to play.
I know.
Yeah.
Say anything.
Yeah, if James Gunn doesn't bring us down to the James Gunn news, we'll talk about that We'll talk about that next week. All right, guys, we're getting the show. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Till then, get off your butts and quit stalling. Bye, everyone.
All right.
Bye. Here we go.